We'll begin with advanced accounting. Before we start with advanced accounting, thread is not all right. Hope it will get back in the next class. So we'll, of course, go ahead with that. Okay, if you look at, you are given with Bharadwaj material, there will be set 1 material. Set 1 material will cover these areas. What are the areas? Financial statement of companies, then which one? Buyback of shares, then internal reconstruction, amalgamation, consolidated financial statements, branch accounts, and which one? Cash flow statements. If you look at syllabus wise, this covers 60% of your syllabus, which means you will have questions for 130 marks. In that, 30 marks will be multiple choice questions. 30 marks will be multiple choice questions. Remaining 100 marks will be descriptive type questions. In this, I would say 60 marks you will be getting from this area. 60% greater 60 marks you will be getting from this area. Okay. Remaining 60 to 70 marks will come from the set 2 material, that is accounting standards. So you will be given set 1 material that is containing all the lengthy chapters where lengthy questions are asked. Prepare a P&L account and balance sheet. Or for this amalgamation, pass journal entry and prepare a balance sheet. Holding and subsidiary company is there, prepare a consolidated balance sheet. For a branch, find out profit or loss by different method, or prepare which one? Cash flow statement. Like that, they will get a question like 10 marks, 15 marks questions. Minimum 10 marks, maximum up to what? 15 marks, each question will be tested. This is which material? Set 1 material. Set 1 material. Okay. If you look at, I've designed the material in such a way that, number one, your ICAI material problems are covered. Your ICAI materials are covered, which means the main problems or the lengthy or tough problems from your ICAI material is covered in the material, number one. Number two, past 5 years question papers. Past 5 years question paper is inbuilt in the material. Okay. For example, we are going to prepare P&L account and which one? Balance sheet of a company. In this, number one, I have taken material, your study material problems. And number two, past examination questions of minimum 5 years is covered. Sometimes it may go up to 8 years also. So that is what we are going to solve it in the class. Like that for every chapter, the material is designed like that. Number one. And even this one, accounting standards. If you look at all the accounting standards are covered. All the accounting standards are covered in your intermediate level. In-depth coverage will be there. You can find for example, accounting standard 2, it is having about 6 pages, theory, problems, etc. Okay, accounting standard 4 is having about 7-8 pages like that. So, in-depth coverage of accounting standards are there in intermediate level. This material, another 60 marks. Another 60 marks. Set 1 material is for 60 marks. Set 2 material is for what? 60 marks. Remaining 10 marks, they can ask from anywhere. They can ask from what? Anywhere. So, out of 130 marks, you have to answer for how many marks? Out of 130 marks, you have to answer for how many marks? 100 marks. Clear? So, to make a chart out of it, multiple choice questions for how many marks? 30 marks. Descriptive questions, 100 marks. Totally, your question paper will be for how many marks? 130 marks. In that, you have to write for how many marks? 100 marks. In that multiple choice question, there is no choice. You have to write 30. In this, you have to write which one? 70. And you have to get, of course, out of 100, the 50% aggregate, you should get it. So this is going to be the thing. So from where multiple choice question will be picked? It can be from any chapter. It can be from any chapter. Apart from this set 1 and set 2 material, you will be given a multiple choice question chapter wise. Chapter wise multiple choice will be available. For example, like this. Every chapter will have a multiple choice question. It will have a multiple choice question. At the end of the multiple choice question shared with you, answers will be there. Answers will be there, which you have to go through, because that determines our success. Because if a student scores out of 30, at least 25, remaining 25, you have to make it from which questions? Descriptive questions. Your success is ensured, I would say. It's not ensured, it is ensured. So the more multiple choice questions you practice, the more probability of getting how many marks? 25 out of 30 minimum you will get. Sometimes you may get 30 out of 30 also. If you look at, I prepared a material which will have about minimum about 1,500 multiple choice questions. 1000 multiple choice questions. Every chapter there will be a multiple choice question. Then descriptive questions are also going to be there. So I'm just reverse or opposite to DJs or whatever DJs are sold to you. Your preparation 80% will be completed in the class itself. Okay. We are going to prepare from which material? ICA material. We are going to take from past examination questions also. All these chapters, financial statement, buyback, internal reconstruction, it was there either in group 1 or either in group 2 in the old syllabus. Now it is merged into one paper called as what? Advanced accounts. Even this accounting standards, they were either in group 1 or there in group 2. Now it is merged into what? One paper, but extra accounting standards are there. They were there in CA final, now brought to intermediate. For example, this one, accounting for joint venture, then accounting for even this one, related party disclosures. Okay, sometimes even discontinuing operations, accounting for associates, all those things were there in CA final exam, now brought into which one? Intermediate level. So those past exam questions also I covered. That's why I said your 80% of learning is getting over in what? Class itself. So what is that remaining 20%? Simple. Revise your classroom notes. ICA material also you must go through your problem solutions, multiple choice question, chapter end they have given. Then take up the tests. Take up the tests. Tests of course is mandatory, is compulsory, because every chapter is important for examination. So which chapter I can skip? No chapter you can skip. Whether I will get question from all the 7 chapters? Yes. Some chapter for 10 marks, some chapter for how many marks? 5 marks, but you will be getting questions definitely from what? All the chapters. And multiple choice questions can be picked from any chapter. For that we require what? A descriptive knowledge. Only then we can convert into which one? Multiple choice questions kind of a thing. That is number 2. Then that's what I said. So revise from your Bharadwaj material. Then some of the problems which are of easy in nature in ICA material you can do it and take up the test. If this process continues, then you will be sailing along with the class. You will be sailing along with the class. Your preparation will get over along with me. I completed the last accounting standard. You also completed everything. You also completed what? Everything like that. When we proceed, the learning will be much easier. The learning will be what? Much easier. How the class is going to proceed? From where we are going to start? Number 1, we'll start with which one? Financial statement of companies. Why? Because the knowledge of preparing a balance sheet and P&L account is required for all the other chapters. They will give you buyback of shares and prepare balance sheet. They will give you internal reconstruction of a company. After internal reconstruction, prepare a balance sheet. 2 companies joined together, we call it as which one? Amalgamation. After that, you prepare a balance sheet. Holding and subsidiary company, how to prepare consolidated balance sheet. If you look at the 5 chapters, depends on which one? Knowledge of final accounts. So without knowing how to prepare a balance sheet, how to prepare a P&L account, we cannot learn which chapters? Other chapters. And cash flow statement also, it's based on P&L account. How are we going to prepare which one? Cash flow. Okay, accrual basis to cash basis, how we are going to prepare. Branch account is totally a different one. Okay, it's not related to other chapters. It is totally a different one, which we are going to see kind of a thing. So this is the order. So we'll start with which one? Financial statement, then buyback, internal reconstruction, like that. We are going to start in a logical way. We'll complete set 1 first. Thereafter, we'll move to which one? Set 2, where we are going to discuss in detail about what? Accounting standards. In detail about accounting standards. Then, like any subject, there are certain basic ground rules. As I said, 80% of the learning is going to get over in which one? Classroom. So you'll have more number of accounting classes where you will be practicing a lot in the class itself. Okay. So like we solve 5 problems, 6, 7, 8, 9, you do it in the class itself, because at home sometimes we tend to be lethargic. Okay. So let us practice more and more and more, because number games and adjustments, speed, accuracy will come only when you practice a lot. That's what we're going to do. Number 1, ruled notebooks are mandatory. Let you access recorded classes or online classes or face-to-face classes. Mandatory is which one? Ruled notebook, because the same kind of a book or booklet will be given in the exam also. That is number 2. Number 2, clear working should be done. Clear working should be done, because in the examination, without working, when you give the answer, no mark will be given. You have to write a lot. When a question is asked on accounting standard, you have to write the accounting standard and give the answer. If I just give, this is the value of inventory, no mark will be given. You must write, then give the answer kind of a thing. That is second. Third, Sir, will you share the Excel workings? I do not want to be make you lethargic, because if I share the Excel working, I've got a working for all the chapters. If I share it, then you will not have pen, paper, where to start, where to end, the trouble will come. So I will not share Excel working. Whether you access recorded classes or come to face classes, be a student, because you are going to write computer-based examination or paper pen exam. Paper pen exam, practice, only that is required. So Excel working, I will not share it, because sometimes students used to ask, sir, and the Excel working அப்படியே ஷேர் பண்ணிடுங்க, எங்களுக்கு கன்வீனியன்ட்டாக இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி. ஏன்னா எக்ஸாமே எழுதிடுறேன்னு சொல்லுவேன், வந்து நேரம் எக்ஸாம் வாலி எழுதிடுறேன்னு சொல்லுவேன். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி, ஸோ எக்ஸல் ஒர்க்கிங் ஐ வில் நாட் ஷேர் இட். ஐ ரிக்வெஸ்ட் யூ டு, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இஃப் ஆன் அ பர்டிகுலர் டே யூ மிஸ் அ கிளாஸ், the same day the recording will be added. Ensure that you are doing that and come for the next class, kind of a thing, so that the continuity will be there. You will not lose anything. So that is number 3. Number 4, after every chapter there is a test. How to write a test? Simple. Face to face class students, you write the test on the scheduled date. We'll evaluate and give it to you. Sir, I'm an online student. How to write the test? The test will be shared in the Google Drive. The drive link in which the lectures are stored. You can you can write the test, convert into PDF, and we'll have a portal for that. You can share your answers, where it will be screen evaluation and it will be given. So online students can take up the exams or tests at home. Ensure that if the test is given today, submit your papers by today, and we will evaluate and give it, kind of a thing. So these are the 2 models of test. Suppose if I miss a test on a particular day, Wednesday is the test. So if I miss the particular day test, okay, what to do? Simple. You have to do self-evaluation only. Simple. Write the test. Then subsequent 2 or 3 days, answer key will be posted. Your answer, required answer, compare and evaluate. On the same day when you take up the test, let it be face-to-face or online. Yes, well and good. It is fantastic. Okay, we'll evaluate and give it. Suppose if you delay by 1 or 2 days, okay, we may accept it, but ensure that you are taking up the test on the same day. Testing is most important. And remember, all India results are only maximum 11%. Okay, filtration really starts over here at the intermediate level. So we have to be really thorough. Thorough. Sometimes the degree success or +1 +2 success or foundation success should not go to your head. Okay, and keep the success in your foot and let us work for the next level. Okay, that is definitely mattering a lot, because sometimes students will feel, sent them in accounts +1 and +2. I'm a all India topper in accounts, commerce and so long, but when it comes to CA intermediate examination, they may not do that. So there is nothing called as dull student or bright student. Okay, ensure that you are working along with us. And number 6, doubts. To a larger extent in the class itself, I will clarify. If there is a doubt while preparing at home, ensure that you are asking in WhatsApp la ketta romba clarify பண்றது கஷ்டம் தான். During the live online sessions you can clarify, or during face to face clarify. But 99% of the cases, on the spot, the doubts will be clarified. So you will have lesser doubts. I would say no doubts. 7th one, classroom. As Vatsan sir and DJ sir was telling, this classroom is available till 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Okay, beyond the class hours, especially full-time students coming from hostel, etc. and all, ensure that you stay, sit and work. Okay, so like if there's an assignment given, if there's a homework given, this room, this first floor is for you permanently till you complete your classes. So I request you to stay back in the class, beyond the classroom. You can sit, relax, study, do whatever. So that is the usage of classroom. The same floor you can use it. And it's going to be of course, the set of close interaction, where of course there will be a personal interaction, one-to-one interaction, all those things will happen. If at all you feel any demotivation in the learning process, okay, come to us. Okay, don't be staying away. Come to us so that thing can be resolved immediately, so that you are on track with the courses. And most important is feedback. Feedback will be two-way. If you are not doing well, I'll call you and tell personally that you are not doing well. You must improve your learning process. Take it in a right spirit. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about only your performance. So like that you take it. There's no personal thing that I have to tell X or Y. Okay, I will talk to you based on your classroom performance. And the second one, I said it is two-way feedback. If you find that I am fast, if you find that I'm not solving adequate problems, if you find that certain problems are skipped, if you find that, okay, certain things you're not understanding, ask, I'm here to repeat n number of times. I'm here to repeat what? N number of times. That definitely matters a lot. That definitely matters a lot. Two-way feedback, the students communicating feedback to the faculty and faculty communicating the feedback to what? Students. Both are important. Both are important. By May 15th or May 1st week, you will have a mid-model examination. You will have a mid-model examination covering 60 to 70% of syllabus, where you can decide based on the performance whether to go with one group or two group, whether you increase your preparation or reduce your preparation. At that time, you can decide. Okay, so as of now, let us start with which one? Group 1 kind of a thing. So ensure this is most important, because don't come and tell that during September month, okay, sir, whatever you taught, I'm not able to understand. Okay, so that will not be useful for you as well as it will not be useful for me. Feedback should be what? Concurrent. Feedback should be concurrent. Only when the feedback works concurrently, then we will be able to what? Succeed kind of a thing. So with this few words, let me to go into the first chapter of accounts.